Some neighbors drop off cookies. Others mind their own business. But then there's Karen, queen of clipped lawns, self-appointed guardian of HOA regulations, and the only person I know who could weaponize a clipboard with the precision of a samurai sword. Let me back up. I live in a quiet, upmarket neighborhood where peace generally reigns, unless someone's garden gnome steps 3 inches over the HOA-approved zone of tranquility. I've hosted countless formal events in my career, political fundraisers, galas, charity balls, but this was supposed to be different. A break. A low-key poolside gathering with burgers, floaties, and actual real laughter. No handshakes, no speeches. Just peace. Well, almost. Okay, the calm before the Karen storm. It was the perfect Saturday. The grill was sizzling, friends from college lounged under striped umbrellas, and the only thing aggressive about the event was the playlist, which leaned slightly too hard into early 2000s nostalgia. I'd invited about 7 people, including my old roommate, my best friend from undergrad, and, oh yeah, the governor's daughter, her fiancé, and his brother. No press, no security detail, just a backyard, some sunscreen, and potato salad that slapped. We were mid-toast, literally mid-clink, when the air shifted. The music didn't stop. The burgers didn't burn. But something changed. That's when Karen arrived. She marched through my side gate, uninvited, naturally, waving her HOA-issued clipboard like a search warrant. "Excuse me," she barked, as if trying to be heard over a roaring stadium instead of a Bluetooth speaker gently playing Mr. Brightside. "What exactly is going on here? Who approved this event? I didn't see a permit filed." I blinked. "Hi, Karen. It's a private gathering. Just some friends from college." She narrowed her eyes like I'd just confessed to running an international casino ring. "I counted 10 cars on the street," she hissed. "And I know for a fact that's above the allowed limit. Also, is that meat being grilled? That's a fire hazard. And this water situation," she gestured wildly toward my saltwater pool, "is attracting noise." "Water is attracting noise?" I repeated. "I'm calling the police," she snapped. "An HOA enforcement. 9/11, Bluetooth, and burgers. Let's pause to appreciate the absurdity." She called 911 because people were smiling near grill. As she stood at the edge of my lawn, narrating her version of a suspense thriller to the operator, complete with phrases like unauthorized gathering, questionable meat handling, and possible trafficking activity based on flow-tie patterns. My guests watched in disbelief. "She just described us like we're a cartel," whispered the governor's daughter, half laughing, half stunned. I tried to reason with Karen. "There's no crime here. These are friends. It's a private home." But she was already pointing to the inflatable unicorn float like it was contraband. About 20 minutes later, 2 officers showed up. They looked tired. One of them, Officer Ramirez, had clearly drawn the short straw for neighborhood complaint detail. Karen marched over to them like she was leading a SWAT raid. "I want them cited immediately," she snapped. "Noise violations, trespassing, possibly impersonating public officials." Ramirez raised an eyebrow. "Ma'am, are you saying someone's pretending to be a governor?" Karen gestured dramatically toward the pool. "That man right there claimed to be family with someone in government. I demand you verify it." The man in question was the governor's son-in-law. And yes, the actual governor had just pulled in my driveway. When Karen met her match, I'll never forget the look on her face when the governor stepped out of his car, dressed casually in a Hawaiian shirt and cargo shorts, and waved. "Everything okay here?" he asked, walking straight over to the officers. Karen's mouth opened. Closed. Opened again. You're him," she stammered. The governor smiled. "Yes, ma'am. Just here for the barbecue." Officer Ramirez turned back to Karen. "You filed a report about a fake party. This is real, and it's legal." Karen started backpedaling, so fast I worried she might trip into the pool. I wasn't aware of the guest list," she muttered. "Maybe next time. Knock and ask," I said, trying to keep a straight face. "You'd think that would be the end, right?" "Nope." 2 days later, Karen filed an HOA grievance against me for hosting political figures without prior board notification. She also added a paragraph about how my inflatable flamingo was aggressively pink and unwholesome. The HOA, bless them, rejected it unanimously. As for Karen, she hasn't spoken to me since. She now refers to my pool area as the scene of the incident and gives it a wide berth. In retaliation, I may or may not have added another flamingo, wearing aviators and holding a miniature gavel. We named him Justice. What I learned from the Karen crisis. Here's the takeaway. Some people can't stand to see others happy, especially when that happiness involves burgers and Bluetooth. But joy isn't illegal, and neither is hosting a peaceful, private party, even if Karen thinks otherwise. Next time someone tries to ruin your peace with rules they made up themselves, remember, sometimes all it takes is staying calm, knowing your rights, and inviting the right people to the party. Oh, and a few inflatable flamingos never hurt.